Hello, the trader. Somebody asked what I think about stocks at the moment, about the S&P, and as you know, now and then I comment on that as well. Of course, many of you have seen Michael Berry says that he went short stocks around. This article was published in August, so a few weeks ago. So probably he built up this short around June, July. And yeah, I would also agree that stocks again look kind of bearish. This is a week chart of the S&P 500. So you see that we had the big correction down in 2020 in March. Since then we had the big snap up during the following month. Then we had this really smooth up trend over a while up to Jan 2020. Then the big down move which we predicted. Can go back there if you want to see that. And then since then, yeah, some kind of pullback, and now the market came off. So yeah, he's probably well into profit on his overall short positions. He probably uses options, I guess. So he bought puts, but I don't know. Would need to do some research on that. As you know, it makes no sense for us to make those kind of bets because we see the causality, the market causality for Forex. So why should we gamble like everybody else on other markets where we are also blind? That's the truth in a nutshell. But when it comes to long-term fundamental investing, I agree. It looks rather bearish. I wouldn't be keen on buying right now for the long term. I would rather wait. This is, of course, no investment advice, to make that clear. But my personal feeling from a purely technical fundamental perspective would be that. Also interesting, that's a month's chart. Look at that from 2012 down there. The S&P back then was moving around 1474. So we had overall a drastic bull market, okay, which was very, very high in terms of its length. Normally, historically speaking, bull markets were around 6-7 years, but this one far exceeds that value. We had this little correction in between. Look at that, by the way, how they also in those markets cleared the low, okay, and then went back up. Clearly stop hunt. Not the first time they've done that. Look at that. Those lows have also been cleared. You see? Boom, boom. Even here we see that. So some general principles they hold. And on the upside, you can see that with that move, they definitely cleared those highs here as well as the upper ones here. So of course, historically speaking, we had this phase where interest rates were low, around zero, and now central banks increased interest rates again. And then, of course, it's very common in terms of price action to get this second pullback after the first correction. So I would agree. Stocks do look kind of bearish there. Even if there are pullbacks and so on, I wouldn't be surprised if the dip continues. You also have to consider there can always be some kind of consolidation as well. Okay. But in order for stocks to kind of break the old highs and go all the way up again, that seems way too early, okay? Fundamentally as well as technically. So I agree. Stocks look rather bearish overall. So I'm not keen on buying for the long term right now.